recently had a cease and desist order placed against, is that Charis? Is that Andrew Wommack Ministries? Can you talk about that?
Yeah, we were having our summer family Bible conference. Actually, this goes back, to when they started the quarantine and all of these restrictions. And I voluntarily submitted because nobody knew how bad this was. Nobody knew where it was going to go. And so we have 650 employees, and we actually cut back to where we only had like 50 employees on site. And we dealt with the city and the government, and we were compliant with all of their things. Matter of fact, they said we were the poster child for compliance, and so everything was good. But then the governor came out and said that he was going to keep these restrictions in place until a vaccine was found or a cure.
Wow, so indefinitely.
That could go forever.
Yeah.
And anyway, at the end of May, I sent a letter to the governor saying that we pray for him. We realize it's a hard situation, but it was voluntary, our compliance. We have a constitutional right to assemble and meet. And I said, my voluntary compliance is over Pentecost Sunday, which was the end of May. And I had 104 pastors sign that letter, and we sent it to the governor. And so on Pentecost Sunday, we had meetings. Then on June the 5th and 6th, we had another meeting, and we had our U.S. House of Representatives open the thing up, and we had the sheriff involved in all of this, and there was no problems with that. We had about 500 and something people at that one. But then when we held our Summer Family Bible Conference, we had about 1,000 people in attendance at that, and 200 of them were children or youth, and they were scattered all throughout our building. So we only had about maybe a maximum of 800 people in our 3,200 seat auditorium. We checked everybody's temperature as they came in. We asked them questions. We encouraged social distancing. We encouraged masks, but we didn't enforce any of this stuff. And so anyway, we did everything we knew to do, and there was no problem until Wednesday night when I had a panel discussion, and I think you all said that you were watching that.
Oh, it was brilliant.
Yeah.
It was so helpful.
Powerful. I had Bill Federer, General Bolton, Tony Perkins, E.W. Jackson, and Janet Boynes on a panel, and I mean, we discussed every social issue, every political issue, and I'm going to be broadcasting that on my first week of October television programs.
Okay.
So anyway, we put that on by Truth and Liberty, this group that I mentioned we started that is a political arm so that nobody could complain. But our social media just exploded on that night. People criticizing, people were trying to bring down our website, and it was the next
Wow.
we got a cease and desist order, and I think there's a connection. I don't know that for sure, but we upset somebody who contacted somebody. And anyway, the Attorney General sent us a cease and desist order on July the 2nd and told us we had until 9 o'clock a.m. on July the 3rd to comply. And so we contacted Liberty Counsel, and they assured us we did have the constitutional rights to do this. And so we refused to obey and sent them a letter. Liberty Counsel sent them a letter, and we just went ahead with the meeting, and we concluded on July the 4th. So we went the rest of July the 3rd and July the 4th, had our In God We Trust musical, which I think y'all said you also saw that.
Yeah.
It was brilliant. You guys are knocking the top off of it.
Yeah, you're doing so well.
But we went ahead and held meetings, and really nothing came of that other than some threats.